to the channel. My name is Claire, this is Polly Put the Petal On, and today I know I did say that I might not be back, but I'm making a thank you wreath for my friend. Just a gift of appreciation really, and she had an idea in mind, and so I'm going to try and honour what she wanted. So without further ado, we'll have a little Christmas update as well, because yesterday I did a little bit of sorting, not with anything out of the loft, but I popped down the Petal shed and I had that bag that I hadn't sorted out because, you know, I do like to procrastinate. And but yesterday, you know, I was in a position where I needed just to sit. I'd got a terrible bad back, so I sat on the rug, and my rug was so full of glitter afterwards, but that's the joy of Christmas, isn't it? So yeah, I'll give you a little update on that as we go along. So for now, we're gonna get into this. As usual, my glue skillet is having a quiet smoke in the corner. I think what I'm going to do today, guys, because I'm going to be using a fair amount of glue, it's not going to run it down as such, but you know, and I am frugal, but I think I'm going to have to tip it, and I'm not even sure what to tip it in, so that will be a lesson in itself, because it's the first time I've cleaned it since I've had it in 3 years. But because I melted the paintbrush in it, you know, it smokes every time I turn it on. I hope it sorts itself out once I've cleaned the glue out. So we're starting off with my usual lovely armature of an evergreen. These are Christmas wreaths. This is one that I made myself out of a garland and a wreath ring. What I've done, because it was quite bushy, is I've trimmed it right down, because it is an armature, and the design that I'm making doesn't require that much. So I trimmed it right down, and I have got all these, you know, quite some good lengths left. Not throwing them away, because I will be making more Christmas wreaths up, and if they need a little bit of filling out, this is ideal. So but this is nowhere near a Christmas wreath. I'm just using this evergreen as a base in which to design my everyday wreath on. So what I'm going to do is, what I always do is, I'm going to green up. I'm not going to make you, that sounded awful, didn't it? I'm not going to do it all on camera, because, you know, it's time consuming and it's tedious. So I have asparagus fern. I have this little, it's like, I'm not sure what it's like, but it's got little tiny white flowers on the end. And I have got this, which is quite a contrast to the others, and it's definitely a contrast to this. The flowers I'm using are these beautiful dusky pink roses, absolutely beautiful. I have the vintage, I've used these before in my shabby chic candle holders. That was one of my very, you know, the first set of but you know what I mean, one of the first videos. And I've got these other roses. These are from Home Bargains. but they pair really nice with this. And then for filler, I've got my trusty trailing plant that I use, and I just cut pieces off, and I have this. So, and I also have a hydrangea that I literally, I mean, that doesn't look like much like a hydrangea, does it? Because I've already picked some of the pips off. I literally take some of the pips out and use that where I need it. So, without further ado, I will buzz off and I will go and green this base. I'll go and green up, and then I will come back and we'll make the wreath. Okay, be right back. I'm back, guys. So I've greened it up. Some nice texture in there, some nice different contrasts of green. Okay, and now let's start putting the flowers in. Very solemn today, aren't I? I'm not sure why. Okay. So I'm going to stand up. These are beautiful. I'm not going to glue in straight away, guys. As you know, if you've been with me for a while, these types of things I tend to arrange and then glue in afterwards. I think that needs trimming down. Going to hold that up to my mirror. Then I'll go in with these beautiful Home Bargains roses. Yeah, I'm going to go in between. Way too long, that stem. Just hold that up. Yeah, yeah, it's going to be quite full, this wreath. So then I think we'll have some rose buds in the centre. To take your eye in. And I've got these little peonies too, so I'll go in there as well. something there. I could always wait because I've got my hydrangea pips. So, and also it gives it a different flower shape. Now I'm going to go on the outside. So I'm going to take these little, I want to call them tea roses, I'm not entirely sure. Got them from AliExpress. No, I didn't. I got them from a pound shop, not Poundland, a pound shop, a local pound shop. And I'm taking the leaves off. Okay, so far we have this. So I think what I'm going to do now, guys, I think what I'll do now is I'll buzz off and I will glue those in. I'm just wondering. I'm wondering whether to do a second layer of this rose. And I actually think I might. So I'll just tip you back down while I do that. So I've gone in here. We're just going to see what that looks like before I do glue in. So gone in there, one in there, one in there. And one in there. Let me see. Yeah, I like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue all that in, and then I'm just going to start filling in. You know, you have to remember when you're putting a wreath on a door, when you're creating a wreath for a door, you're going to see it from the side. It's not going on the ground. It's not, you know, and I think the same would go for if you were designing it to go on your table, because you're looking at it from the side as well as the top. And so that's why I went in with that second rose to get the sides, because it's going on a door. Whoopsie, smashing the place up. It's going on a door, and you know, you'll see it from the side as your door opens and closes and stuff. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to buzz off. I'm going to leave this. All I'm going to do is take each placement out, dip it in the glue, put it back where I've brought it from, and then I will come back and we will add our little pips of hydrangea and our filler, our fillers. And I think it's going to look super pretty once we've added those smaller touches, you know, because it makes it nice and delicate and stuff, and softens it up, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm happy with the way this looks, and I'm sure my friend will be too. So I will buzz off and I'll come back. So now, guys, it's just a question of filling in. So you go in, so like you've got, but you don't worry about that because you're gonna go in with your filler, and I've got 3 different types of filler: hydrangea, wax flower, and this white. I'm going to see how that white goes with the mind. Yeah, I think it'd be all right. But that's what we have, you know, and you've still got the greenery coming through, which is lovely, wispy bits of greenery. It's going to be super pretty. I wish I'd got, and I probably have, it's just that I've got boxes and boxes down in the Petal shed, some gypsophilia, because that would have been absolutely lovely. However, this wax flower, and I'm calling it wax flower because I think this is wax flower in bud. You know, I love wax flower, so, you know, delicate, nice and delicate. So I'll tip you down and we'll make a start on filling in. So I'm going to go to that. I'm going to take my hydrangea pips. I mean, you still have to create balance when you're filling in. You don't just go to gaps and fill it randomly. You do still create a balance. Hope you're all having a nice week, guys. As nice as it can be under the circumstances anyway, and I hope you're all keeping as safe as you can as well. I had to go and get my medication, my heart medication and stuff today, but apart from that I've been in the house and I've not been out, and that's the way. It's just so worrying, isn't it? So it's filling in quite nice. So I've done some hydrangea. Haven't really got any hydrangea in here, but I want to change the. I'm going to go in with some wax flower now. You really can get a lot, you know, for the bits and pieces that you take from it. You don't have to just use big chunks. And this is where you get nice detail, I think. You know, you are filling in and you've got a dominant flower. But without that filler, you've got no detail. And just already by adding this, it's softening it up, giving it different texture, lovely different contrast in shape. It's just lovely. I don't know if you can see that, but rest assured I will hold it up to you guys. And like I say, when you are filling in, you still need to create balance in what you're placing in and where your placements are. It's nice to do nice things for people, isn't it? And with this friend that I'm thanking, you know, that's how we work. And I do love giving people gifts like this. So I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, guys, and I know many of you say it doesn't matter, but for some it does. So I'm gonna, if it gets to 10 minutes on this, because I don't know how many times I've bobbed in and out, then I will buzz off, finish this, and then come back with the final product, because you can see what I'm doing, can't you? You can see. So I want to stand up and look at that. Oh, this is lovely. I'll just hold that up. Yes, really is. I think I'm going to keep going with this wax flower. I feel that it needs that bit more pink. Beautiful though. It's amazing what you can build with a bunch of flowers and a Christmas wreath. When I make things, I like to stand back, take a look, you know. Definitely need some pink down here, guys. And this is quite a lot of pink, so this will be good. Just getting another hydrangea pip for here. Hold it up. Yeah, I need Need something there. Is so pretty. I love the colours, guys, don't you? I love the colours. I'm just looking at it in the mirror, in the window. In the camera, looking at it in the camera too, because I always see that, you know, if you walk away from it, that's why I walk away from them sometimes, you know, if there's something that I'm just not, then walk away from it, hang it up, hold it up to the mirror, you know. I'm doing that because that's how, you know, if I'm making a hand-tied bouquet, I hold it up to the mirror. And I always hold my work up to the mirror because I don't know why, but it just shows up what you're lacking. But that is absolutely lovely. Maybe there. I love that wax flower, guys. It's very, very pretty. Don't you think? Looks nothing, does it? And yet you put it into something like this. You know, can you see? Put it into something like that. And there's a thingy there that I need to go into. And it just takes on a different lease of life, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what? I've not even used this. Let me see if it would make a difference if I did, or if indeed I'm overdoing it. You know, with an odd bit here and there. Let me see. I'll have to put more than one piece in, so bear with me. Bear with me. Need to cut some off. And again, you know, these trailing plants are absolutely superb. You know, for cutting up. I'm filling in. Let me see. Yeah, I do. I think I want to put just the odd bits and pieces in there, but obviously within the design and keep in balance. You know, I always feel self-conscious when I do anything, you know, do anything on camera, because I'm aware that I'm not really talking to you. So I didn't glue that one in, did I? And can you see how those evergreen wreaths, you know, and I've trimmed it, don't forget I trimmed it, there's another one, I trimmed it right down, and then added my own greenery to it. Can you see how brilliant brilliant they are to use as an armature to add your flowers to. So, you know, even if you've got an old one, you can repurpose it into an everyday wreath, an old Christmas wreath, or you can repurpose it into a brand new Christmas wreath. You know, don't be disheartened and don't be throwing anything away. Keep on to it and repurpose it. So I'm just going to have a couple more pieces now, and then we'll have a little Christmas chat, which isn't anything exciting, guys. I'm just gonna, well, I was going to show you what I achieved yesterday by sitting on the rug with a bad back. You know, this would look lovely for a wedding table, wouldn't it? You know, the hurricane in the, I haven't got one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I mean? With a hurricane in the centre, be a really nice design to have on a wedding table centerpiece. It's lovely. I really like it. So I'm going to look at it in the camera. Have I just seen? Yes, I have. Got a gap there. Forgotten where it is. I love it, guys. Love it. There we go. Before I give it to my friend though, I will be hanging it up and looking at it to see if there's anything that I would alter away from the table. But I really do like that. Very pretty. Fair amount of detail into it. There is that there. So what I'm going to do there, guys, I'm going to put a sorry, guys. It's quite boring, isn't it, when I do these flowers? I'm quite serious. Very pretty, isn't it? Do you know, when I do things like this, I always want, always want to keep it for myself. That's why I've got so many wreaths in the loft. So yeah, so let's just talk, picking the glue off my nails now. Let's just talk Christmas. Just bear with me 1 second. Messing around with the camera. My nephew says that I can turn this around while I'm filming, but I say no. But what I wanted to show you was some of the stuff that I'd organised yesterday. I'd only been down the Petal shed, and I was surprised at how much Christmas foliage, because obviously it's like doing it. I mean, I don't run a business. I haven't got a business. I don't sell my flowers. You know, I either give them away or I keep them for myself. And I will make things for people, you know, like my mum. My mum has a lady, so I make things for a lady. But it's like doing a little stock take, isn't it? So I was quite surprised when and I've still got a tub of foliage down the bottom. I don't think there's so much Christmas foliage in it now though. But I was so shocked and surprised at how much Christmas foliage I've got, and there's some beauty, some beautiful. I'm going to take you across. You have to excuse my can you see that? In fact, I'll be back. So, yeah, I've got lambs here, is it cinery? I've got this beautiful flocked, I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure it says it on the label. That's from Dunelm in the sale last year. I've got cedar, silver cedar. Now those are what I bought from that pound shop in Llandudno. Now those berries are bashed up, but it don't matter. I'll just take it off. The leaves will come in handy in other projects. I've got berries, they're those natural berries. I've got frosted eucalyptus, normal eucalyptus. I've got this beautiful frosted ivy. I've got this, I think this is mint, and it's like it's flocked because it's furry. And then this rosemary. I've got more cedar, berries, bells, picks. They're all my baubles that I cleared off the table, you know, just packs of baubles. And then underneath there, as you can see, it's jam-packed full of Christmas and embellishments. Now there, I'm going to come back now. I'm going to come back, hang on. Now there, you know, things that I have to make things with, so we've got plenty to be going at. And then of course I've got all my decorations in the loft and my other stash in the loft. So I did really well, because out of that bag, and then going into the Petal shed, in fact when I got in the Petal shed, I literally had to condense, to get that box I had to condense one of my everyday boxes of stuff into to get that box to put all that Christmas stuff in. It was amazing what was in that bag. I was absolutely gobsmacked. So we are making headway. The chair's going this weekend, and then the stuff will be coming down from the loft. Now, just before I close this one out, guys, I did have a request to do not a skincare video, but my skincare video. And, you know, I think it's quite self-indulgent, isn't it? that's how I feel, but I don't want to let anybody down. And if they ask me to do something, then and I can do it, then and it literally is only that this is what I'm thinking. You know, I don't need to sit there and put it on my face, do I? Because I feel quite vulnerable, to be honest, to do that. I know that sounds daft, but that's the way I feel. I could show you all my products and tell you in which way I do it and stuff, and that's if anybody else is interested. It's just that I had a lovely compliment from a lovely lady who asked me to do a skincare video, and I might just jump on tomorrow with that, and then when I come back next week we can get stuck into organising through all those tubs and stuff, the Christmas stuff, and then get into the Christmas series. So it's up to you guys, but I don't, like I say, I don't want to let anybody down, and I'm not sat here self-righteous saying I've got wonderful skin. You know, I have never even thought about, apart from when I buy my creams and I put it on every day, but it might come in handy information for anybody. It's up to you. And really I should take control over my own channel and just bring it to you, shouldn't I? But there you go. You know, I have this very self-awareness about me, and I don't want to be upsetting anybody, or I don't want anyone to think, oh, look at her, because you don't need to look at me. Do you know what I mean? I'm literally only doing it because somebody asked, and I don't like letting people down. So there's some thoughts. So that's it for today, guys. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I hope you're really well. I may be back tomorrow with, you know, just showing you what I put on my face, basically. You know, skincare. But I do love my skincare. So if you know, I may be back tomorrow to do that for the lady. And I don't want to mention names because I think you have to have permission of the person to mention names, but she was in the comments. And you know, I've had some wonderful conversations this week with some wonderful people on my channel. You know, you really are lovely people. And like I say, I've had some wonderful conversations this week. There's some really lovely people out there. So thank you very much for being in touch and just passing that time and stuff. So that's it for today. It really is. There's the wreath. I think it's very pretty. Lots of nice details in it. I'm sure my friend, in fact I love it, my friend's gonna really like this. So do take care, folks, and I will possibly see you tomorrow with that skincare, and then next week we can get straight into sorting all those tubs, seeing what's what, doing a little stock take, and you know, let Christmas begin. Okay, see you later, guys. Bye.